is going on, everybody? I'm down in Central Florida right now getting ready for the first MLF Pro Circuit event on Lake Okeechobee, and I am glad to be here because this is my favorite lake in the entire country. I went to University of Central Florida for college, came down here whenever I could afford the gas money, and I just have a lot of great memories here. It's a great fishery. It's full of really good quality fish, and it's legendary. I mean, everybody loves coming down to Okeechobee, or at least watching videos about people fishing on Okeechobee. But anyways, this is a preview for the tournament, which starts tomorrow. Practice is over. We had 2 days of practice, and it wasn't necessarily the practice that I was really looking forward to. I definitely have found a couple key areas that I'm fairly excited about, but I wish I had more areas. For a 4-day tournament, you want 3 or 4 big areas on Lake Okeechobee, because what really you're looking for on this lake isn't necessarily a pattern. You're not really running a pattern trying to find key little ingredients. You're really trying to find those key little sweet spots. You could go miles and miles without ever getting a bite, and then all of a sudden, boom, lights out. You've got 3, 4, 5, 6 bites in a row in a very small area, and those are the type of areas that we call the juice. And when you find those areas, when you find that juice, you wanna make sure that you hold on to that and you manage those fish well. So I found a couple areas that I'm excited about that I would classify in the juice category, but really it's going to come down to how many other people are going to be fishing there. I know that there's a ton of guys that are going to be fishing both of these areas, so it's just a matter of how many guys, and how many guys are fishing the same exact way and the same exact type of cover that I'm fishing. So a lot of variables that are out of my control right now, but I can't worry about those. I really just got to go out there and have fun, which is going to be very, very easy. I love Lake Okeechobee, and a little bit about this lake. If you don't know Lake Okeechobee is essentially a big, shallow bowl. It's 730 square miles of shallow water. Around the edge of it, is covered in emergent grass. You've got these huge, expansive grass flats that have a lot of different types of reeds, bulrushes, pencil grass, arrowhead grass, Kissimmee grass, all different types of emergent vegetation, and then you got some submergent vegetation like eelgrass and hydrilla, and so I already talked about the areas that I'm going to be fishing. The area, of course, are the same type of areas that everybody else is going to be fishing, those big grass flats. So I've taken off a lot of the technology on my trolling motor, a lot of the different types of transducers that we've got, the active target from Lowrance and the Garmin Panoptix Live Scope, to make it more streamlined, less noise in the water, so that Motor Guide Tour Pro could just easily slice through all that grass. And so everybody's going to be fishing about the same way. It's just all about differentiating yourself with little things, doing something a little bit different. So that's a little bit of a backdrop on Lake Okeechobee. It's a huge lake. It's really hard to break down, so I'm hoping that those 2 areas that I ended up finding produce just like everybody else. But anyways, one last thing before we close out this video. This video series, these previews, these Pro Circuit previews, are presented by Battleborn Batteries, and I need to give them a shout out this time because, especially this time, because on Lake Okeechobee, as we talked about, ton of grass, and so having batteries that are consistent as far as power throughout the day has been a game changer. The last 2 days I've been really just trekking, putting that Motor Guide Tour Pro on high and just going through that grass. And I noticed a huge difference from traditional lead acid batteries I used to use and the AGMs. I really struggled with power because by the end of the day, it dropped off big time. And now with these Battleborn lithium batteries, 100% power throughout the day. So the last grass flat that I'm fishing, I can go through it with the same amount of power that I did for the first one of the morning. So that's a huge game changer. So I've got to give them a big shout out, not only because they sponsor this video series, these preview videos, but because they're such a key piece of equipment for me this week. anyways, make sure you keep up with all the action on MajorLeagueFishing.com. You can watch all the live coverage for that. And man, I'm just hoping that I start off the 2021 season with a really, really good finish. So let's get started. It's all about decision making and putting those fish in the boat. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let's hit the water.